This is Childhound Life on a Budget. It's a good friend of mine, and that's an insurance broker. His wife's getting relocated. Matter of fact, it was in the news. Disney, they're leaving California, and he had basically had to sell his business. But it wasn't Disney that was the real reason for him having to sell a business. It's how the state of California is being run by the governor that we have. That was his decision. That's because of the way things are going in the taxes and all of that. That was his main thing. Because he wanted to stay. So the whole thing is, with that move, with the family member working for Disney, having to move, it wouldn't have been so bad, but it's what's going on here in the state. And as of this day, which is the 30th of September, Newsom pushed the moratorium from the 30th of September here, which would have ended the 1st of October, on over to April, because he just did it because he can do it. All of this is about money and losing a lot of it. So when I talk about the part about budgeting, being on a budget, you really have to start being on a budget. Because some people are doing well and they don't have to worry about budgeting. But others, they have to budget. But whenever you have to sell a business because you have to go, that's some major stuff. But there's moves to be made, and it all depends. That's my buddy Greg right there. He got his hands up like he's being robbed.
I am been robbed. I live in California.
Oh, anyway, this is just some of the issues. Did you want to speak anything about California?
I'm leaving. That's all I gotta say. Everybody would go too.
You know I can't. Tied into the family business and all that, so.
Yeah, well, I just sold it to get the fuck out of here for a better life somewhere else.
Yeah, this is the example of the thousands of businesses that are leaving California. And it's no lie. There are thousands of businesses leaving California.
I've been doing this for over 40 years.
Yep, he's excellent. Been my broker for at least 30-something. Long time. I remember when he was a youngster, came in here.
Yep.
And his mama had the business.
Since 1965.
Yep.
Now it's time to get the hell out.
Anyway, it hurts my heart to see him go because there was a bond we had, brotherhood. And the thing is, unless it's affecting you, you wouldn't understand unless you're here in California, you're really involved with this crap. This was a hell of a good place to make money. Hey, I'm living comfortably. I'm not going to lie. I had to start from scratch in the bottom. He got stories how he hustled and came up. It's like, and he bought the business from his mom. So we both had stories as far as business concerned, which paralleled in certain areas, because as he was a manager in the club, I was a bouncer bodyguard. So he was coming up on one side while I was coming up on the other, while the family still had the business. His family into the insurance company, my family into renting apartment buildings. So the thing is, we seen how over time in the years, how it's changed. I don't even know what to say right now. Because I'm sort of like I said, I'm a little sad that he's going to be leaving, but when you gotta take care of business, you gotta handle your family. You gotta make the best decision you have to. Many people say, hey child, you come on out here. Family want me to, hey, we come back there. And I said, but I can't leave. I made a promise to the older sisters and them, I'd stick with the business. I made a promise to the old man, look, I'll stick with the business. I'm gonna work it all the way through. And that takes sacrifice right there. And you can't just jump up and run away from it. You gotta stick with it and handle it. And no matter how bad it gets, you got to find a way to make it through anyway. No matter how bad it gets. Because right now, they're screwing the landlords here in the state of California. Their landlords are getting screwed. And it's not a whole lot I can say, but I'm trying to figure out ways to work in it and around it. My mind's constantly churning, and I get that information to my sisters, and we chew on it. But I still got to operate what I got to operate. I still got to run what I got to run, as far as the business is concerned. But anyway, This is Child Hound, Life on a Budget. Click like, subscribe, comment, and share if you can sometimes. I don't know. Take care.